Okay, today we're having trouble tracing this image. It looks clean, but it's not. Because it's a JPEG image, which uses a noisy compression algorithm to make the file smaller in a way that looks good on screen, but it is not a clean image for tracing. So I'm going to show you two ways to fix that. The easy way, in Inkscape, simply bump up the brightness cutoff threshold and that works pretty good. Except we've got these sharp corners and points, which are not ideal for plasma cutting. And we've got a mixture of smooth nodes and corner nodes. And that is the nature of using threshold to clean up an image. It is not very sophisticated, and it creates a two-color image that is not smooth. So a better way to do that is to turn this into a smooth grayscale. With this image, I'm going to use hue saturation to adjust all of the blues to be very dark. And then I'm going to use levels to compress the dark and light areas into a narrower range. And then I'm going to desaturate to get rid of any remaining color. And then I'm going to do a Gaussian blur with about a 2-pixel radius. And then use levels again to compress the dark and light into a narrower range again. Now I'm going to select the black pixels and then I'm going to smooth that selection by about 2 pixels. And I'm going to fill that with black. Then I'm going to invert the selection and clear that to white. And then I'm going to save that as a PNG file so that it doesn't have JPEG compression noise. And now we have a smoother grayscale image to work with. Tracing works much better at the default settings. We still have smooth and corner nodes, but we can set them all to smooth. And we don't have all those sharp corners and points. But that caused a little hiccup right here, and right here. So we don't have to have all smooth nodes. Unless we want it to be perfect. In that case, we can zoom in and fix those issues. But I'm not an expert on Inkscape. When it comes to fixing something like this, it doesn't work right if you ask me. So I'm a little bit out of my element in Inkscape. When it comes to node editing. See, I messed that up there. So now you're on your own, and that's all for now. I'll see you next time.